too. Shout out Virgo King, he the man too. Yeah, shout out E-Man, fuck a damn too. Hey, it's Jody's corner. Yeah, hey, it's Jody's corner. Yeah, it's Jody's corner. It's the place where you wanna be.
Yeah, baby, YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. This is the Batman review. Yes, and it is also spoiler-free. Spoiler-free review. I'm Jody Joe, but y'all already knew that. Shout out to my guy E-Man up in here.
What's poppin', YouTube land? What it do? You know what it is.
And the man, the myth, the legend, the code is here.
All right, let's get it.
This is the moment of truth. We are finally here. The Batman. You know, it feels like this thing is supposed to come out, I feel like a year ago, because of the anticipation that was surrounding this movie.
Yeah.
DC's on a new trajectory. DC rises. DC stand up. This is the very first film of 2022, which is going to put DC on the map in competition with Marvel.
Yeah.
I believe DC is going to win this year, and Marvel is still king. Marvel's tight, but I believe DC owns 2022, and Batman's kicking us off. And the thing is, what is it? Is Robert Pattinson going to be a good Batman? Is this film going to be cohesive? Matt Reeves. Will he be a good Bruce Wayne? What will this film mean for the rest of DC? What's going to happen in the future? All of these questions that we have will be answered in spoiler-free fashion. We're not spoiling nothing here tonight. Isn't that right, E?
That's right. Shit. I haven't done that in a long time.
So I said I was more negative on this movie coming in. I figured I said that it feels like something's missing. It doesn't. I don't think Robert Pattinson was the right choice. You know, with the workout regimen and the lack of the diet and not bulking up and, you know, goofing around, casting. But you know, that's neither here nor there. The movie's out, so I was negative coming into this thing, and E was very much on the positive side of the spectrum.
Yeah, that I was.
Code was more
I was
more in the
negative.
middle. You're negative, huh?
At the end.
At the end, you went negative, huh?
Yeah, I'm negative.
Okay, so first impressions. You were the one that was positive on this, E, so I think it's only right for you to give your first impressions. Spoiler-free without giving away anything.
This movie was interesting, very different. Very different type of take on it. The film was okay. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. You know
What did you think it was going to be?
Um,
By the way, I haven't heard any of the league members' opinions. We went from the movie theater and in silence and came here. This is the first time we're going to hear.
Yeah,
I'm hearing him and him. We didn't say shit to influence each other's opinions. This is raw. This is real. This is Jody's Corner.
I thought maybe it'll show me a little bit more development with him, a little bit more of him hands-on, doing a little bit more, and I didn't really get as everything that I really wanted. And what I mean by hands-on, I mean like fixing, building, all that type of stuff, and I didn't get a lot of these things that I wanted, and I'm very disappointed. I'm a huge Batman fan, as you guys can see. You know what I'm saying? I have bought this whole thing. I got the shirt on and everything, and it's just this film is not what I mean. It was some good things in this film. It was a little bit of humor, or whatever. I like the dark elements towards it. You know, I really enjoyed that, but this was not what I expected for at all. I'm very, very disappointed.
I'm sad that you're disappointed in this shit, E. I had lower expectations coming into this thing, and honestly, coming into this movie with lower expectations actually helped me out a lot. Because if I was like super through the roof, hype and excited and expecting this to be the best Batman, I'd have been pissed off. Because this is not the best Batman we've seen.
No.
You know? A lot of the people on Twitter are just sucking this thing off. And I know that there's Batman stans and DC fans who are going to want this to do good, and I want this to do good. But there's a difference between being, once again, I'm going to give the definition. There's a difference between being a fan and a fanboy. People think saying that you're a fanboy is a good thing. It's not. Fanboys are trash. Fanboys do not critique what they are even fans of. They can't see the negative in the things that they fan over. A fan, on the other hand, has the ability to critique what's great and what's not about the fiction. Here on Jody's Corner, we keep that shit 1,000. And because I had the low expectations, I was satisfied with this movie. Overall, satisfied with this film. This film wasn't great. This film wasn't bad. It's a solid, capable. It's a good movie. I would say this is a good movie. Now, as Batman, I got some gripes. And I got a whole lot of them. And a lot of that is going to come out in the spoiler review. And I invite you guys to subscribe to Jody's Corner in order to get that in detail. But as spoiler-free as I can give, this man, Bruce Wayne is bad. He's not good. I think that some of the best scenes that Robert Pattinson was as Batman was when he wasn't talking at all. And he was just standing in the scene and being ominous and just looking at people. That's when he operates as his best, is when his mouth is closed. And that's not good. But it's good for the film because it worked. And then you start to see other elements of, you see, there's a scene where he has a shirt off in his house. And I'm like, this nigga skinny as shit. It looked like Alfred should put this suit on, bro, and start throwing hands. It really looked bad like that. He looked like Twilight Bruce.
They showed that in the trailers.
And I'm like, dude, dog, like, you could clearly see that he has not worked out really at all for this role,
Period.
bro. He's not big. This is the skinniest, most out of shape Batman we've ever gotten. And it shows with the things that happen in this movie, because the action is not good in this movie. The action's bad. The fighting choreography is bad. And the reason why I call it bad is because I want the people that capped on The Dark Knight. What do they say about Christopher Nolan? He can't film action set pieces.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Robert Pattinson fights exactly like Christian Bale did in The Dark Knight Rises. And in Batman Begins.
Yeah, facts.
There's no martial arts here.
Facts.
This is brawling at its just brawling, kicking, swinging.
Throwing.
There's a lack of experience with this Batman.
Yeah.
He is not Batman yet.
Yeah.
He's not Batman yet. He is not smart. He's not a genius. He doesn't have the gadgets. He ain't a martial artist master. He's just not that yet. This is the Batman equivalent to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker film. Joaquin Phoenix was not the Joker. They shouldn't have called that the Joker. They should have called it Fleck, or Arthur Fleck. He was the Joker at the end of that movie. This is the equivalent to that film. And I'm not disappointed because it still had a lot of things in there that I liked, which I'll get to after I go to the code.
That was my turn.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, people. I was bored. This movie, I could get on what you said. You know, it's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie. But I can't do that. I can't do it because many times I do that with a movie when I feel like this, and then as time passed, I realized it was just a bad movie.
Yeah.
So this is a bad movie.
I was thinking about that right before I said good. I'm still rolling good because
Go
there's
ahead.
some stuff in there.
You run with yours. I'm gonna run with mine. This was a bad movie, and it's a bad Batman movie. I don't do that, but if you want to play those games, it doesn't even succeed as a Batman movie. And every time I go over the events of the movie, even the plot, I'm like, none of this is working. They're like E-Man said, there's some good ideas in here, but these good ideas fall short on execution and finish. I'm like, okay, that's a nice setup, but no finish. That's all I was getting from this.
Did you feel like the score and the tension hyped up a scene, but what happened on screen didn't match it?
Well, I knew where you were.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic, right?
Yes.
My God, I thought I was by myself in
I
that.
felt like it was doing way too much as well.
Yes.
Incredibly
It
anticlimactic.
wasn't
Yes.
even boosting it up. It wasn't boosting it up like it was supposed to.
Yeah, it happened consistently. Like
It happened a few times.
like the build up, the setting the scene, and you're like, okay, but then it was like, nope, nothing. And I'm like, what are you doing here? And then the characters. I didn't like the way they set up the characters. I think you said it best when you said it's gonna be a good, what is it? Saw, all that stuff.
Thriller.
Yeah. And now I'm piggybacking you from previous videos we did. If you take away the Batman suit and the Gotham and all that, you can set up a pretty good movie with just this.
He's a detective.
Yeah, this could be a nice Netflix release, bro.
Yeah.
Without the Batman, without the Catwoman, without the Alfred. This is a nice, solid Netflix release.
And it carries itself as that as well.
Yeah, I'm like, why didn't...
This film doesn't carry itself as a Batman movie.
It doesn't.
It carries itself as a detective thriller, crime
Yes.
thriller.
They were
And
saying that. They were saying
And a
that's what
drama.
This was gonna go by. This was a detective film, Batman. It's
Well, I know, but it's a
Batman,
detective. It should be a detective Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right. And also, without just saying Batman, even as a superhero movie, I'm not impressed because the big climactic scene kills me to death.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I'm like,
Well, I can't believe that was what he chose.
Right.
That's
That also was a buildup as we.
it was two.
Yeah. Yes.
It was
but
two in that end scene.
It was two, but that's what made it worse because it was like, oh, I'm setting up something big. Nope, it wasn't that. It's even bigger, and it was like, nope, it wasn't bigger. I'm like, what am I watching?
This film was like, yeah, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I'm gonna scratch my face.
Yeah, and I'm
But
like,
then here it goes.
It's coming, guys. It's coming. Get
Bro,
ready.
this shit
Get
was a
ready.
big tease and it
yeah,
happened.
it's a tease, man.
It's a tease in the end. The end fumble.
It keeps teasing me. It just, hold on before I keep going. I have a bone to pick with a JC fam. Tyler, you lied to me, bro.
What did he say?
Tyler told me. I mean, he didn't lie to me. Let me not say that
Bro, a
way.
lot of people really.
He didn't lie to me.
Because he told the truth. He like
How he felt. How he
A lot
felt.
of
That's what
people
I'm
love
doing. I'm
this shit.
saying
A
how
lot
I
of people-
feel.
yeah, a lot of people
I'm
love
saying
it.
how I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how it's your opinions are your own. You're entitled to it. So let me be entitled to mine. Tyler said to me, he's seen in this movie. It was one of the, in his opinion, probably one of the best superhero. Not intro because he said maybe about 2 minutes pass and then you get like an intro and that was like the best he's ever seen. I'm still waiting for that. When did this happen? When did the greatest superhero intro scene happen in this movie? Did you see it? I don't see it.
Yeah, I guess I did see it.
I didn't see it. I was
But
I
it
was
was.
What scene was this?
No.
Because I ain't see
It
shit.
just played the film, and the first couple minutes had some stuff in it.
I don't see so I don't know what
I
he
ain't
was
seen
talking
shit.
about.
So, because this movie goes right into the film.
Yeah.
Let's actually review this thing.
Yeah, let's review it.
So, this is 20 years after the death of his parents.
Yeah.
This is Gotham in 2022. Because I was having trouble figuring out what year this is.
Yeah, because it kept
Yeah.
switching. It
Like,
kept switching
is
back
this
and
the
forth.
80s, the
Yeah.
90s, what is
Stuff kept switching.
So,
Yeah.
as far as Matt Reeves did a good job directing this movie.
He did a good
I'll
job.
say, as the director, Matt Reeves did a good job.
Okay.
This is a movie where Batman this Batman is very much trying to figure out how to be Batman.
Yeah.
He's not Batman in this movie. I can't believe. Guys, I don't like doing this shit.
Do it.
I
I'm
don't
gonna do
like-
it.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna
it.
do this shit.
This is not a good detective movie either.
It's not.
The riddles,
Yes.
the discovery,
Yeah.
Batman's logic.
Yeah.
All of it.
This is true. This is the most detective Batman we've ever got.
Yeah.
But it ain't good.
No, it's not. No.
He's not a good detective in this movie. He's getting sunned and schooled by Riddler throughout this whole thing. And the Riddler wasn't great either.
Yep. The Riddler wasn't good. I thought I was the
The
only one
Riddler
about to
wasn't
say
great
that.
either. He had a good
At
performance.
all.
Paul Dano had a good performance
Yeah, sure.
as the character. But the character Riddler I have an issue with. I think
Riddler
that
was trash to me.
I would go so far as to even say that Robert Pattinson was good as this character of Bruce Wayne that was written. You could go as far to say Robert Pattinson did a good job as this emo Bruce Wayne, this sad, sulking, very weird Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah, I didn't hate him as Batman.
More Batman than Bruce Wayne to me.
I didn't hate him as Batman.
More Batman.
No, I don't. Only thing I have hate for is that Bruce Wayne's that thing has to go.
Yeah, that has to change.
I didn't like the
Like-
Bruce Wayne either. I didn't like the and you say you don't. Matt Reeves directed good, but I'll give him that. But I'm also taken away from that because at the end I saw he wrote this mess. So I'm like, come on, man.
As a writer, he takes an L.
Yeah, I'm like,
As a director, he gets the W.
I'm like, you could have wrote something better.
lot
Bro,
of
this
scenes
script
in this
is not
movie-
great. This is
Yeah,
not
I'm
great.
like-
This is very. I'm surprised at how simple this shit is.
Yes.
I'm really surprised at how ABC 1, 2, 3, red, blue, green. This script is.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it though.
And even at the end of the movie, he writes himself what I feel into a corner.
I don't think it's a corner.
It is because he was. That's why I'm saying he wrote himself into a corner because he's also the director.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay.
So he couldn't direct what he
Right.
wrote
Well, I guess.
because he
Yeah.
wrote what he directed
Yeah, that's why I'm.
and he
taking
directed
off-
what he wrote.
Right.
So it's like, dog, you saw something in your head, Matt, and you said, "Oh, this is the third act. This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be great." and even you yourself couldn't bring it to life. I think in his imagination, what he was writing down was greater than what it actually physically manifested to be.
Yeah, I think he needed more time.
This movie needed a lot of time.
I think he needed more time.
I
Not
don't
the
think he
movie.
needed more time with 3 hours.
Not the movie.
Oh,
No. He
in
needed
the writing room.
Yes, he needed more time as a director and a writer.
As a writer.
Because I feel like there's lots of good ideas in this movie where I'm like, I see what you're trying to do with that. I see what that means.
Yeah.
But then visually, I'm like, what you're doing there, I'm like, that's not the right way to do that.
This film is really stylistic. I like the style.
Yeah,
I like
very
the look.
stylistic.
I like the look of it, bro. I like his Gotham.
I don't like the look of it.
I like
I like the look. I like the look.
I like the look of it
I
because
like the
it
elements.
gives that gritty type of feel to it.
Yeah, I got you. I'm being biased with the look. I just don't like red. There was a lot of red.
Looking at that film,
right.
Gotham, I felt that dark, twisted moment of Gotham.
About
I like
Matt
that.
Reeves capping for the character that is Gotham, not really in love with his Gotham. This is very similar to. This feels like he's got Nolan on the brain when he's just filming and writing.
I was
stuff,
thinking
like,
we were talking about that too, Cole. We were talking about that. Like a lot of
we were
this
saying
had a lot of
stuff like
Nolan
Nolan
stuff.
on the
Yeah.
brain.
Yes.
When it comes to Gotham, Batman Begins had the best Gotham. Batman Begins Gotham was better than the Gotham in this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you want to go to Batman Returns,
That's the best Gotham,
that
bro.
Gotham is probably the best
Yeah.
Gotham. I wasn't even thinking about that. So Batman Returns has the best Gotham. Second best Gotham, I would say, is Batman Begins for the realistic. As far as realistic, there's goofy Batman and realistic Batman. Realistic Batman is Batman Begins. Batman Begins has a better origin story. Batman Begins is a better film. Batman Begins is better. It's just Batman Begins is just everything better than this film here. This is the fourth best Batman movie. It was hard for me to put this over Batman Returns, but the reason why I got this over Batman Returns is because it's realistic. It has a lot of, it's more complex. Batman Returns is very, it has some dark moments, but it's Tim Burton. There's only so far I can take.
It was dark and twisted at a lot of serious.
Yeah,
serious
no,
moments,
but there's
though,
only
yeah.
so far you can take a Tim Burton movie. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of that movie where they eating people and shit?
Eating people.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd. I mean, these type of shits. There's only so far you can take those type of movies. Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. It sounds like we're hating, guys, but I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. I already know people are not gonna like this review,
I'm hating.
but I'm not hating. You
I
hating.
am.
Why are you hating?
Because I don't like DC.
Oh, you very
And this
trash.
movie is whack to me.
It's still better.
Hold on. This movie's whack to you because you're a hater.
No.
So this film didn't give you nothing to hate on.
This no, but I'm
so
saying
why you say you hate it?
because
A
I'm
hater-
relishing in this because I don't like DC.
A hater hates without anything to hate
Oh,
on.
you said no? I don't do that. You know I don't do that
So why are you saying you're hating?
because I'm happy that this is trash.
Oh, you trash for that one.
I'm a hater because I don't like DC.
We can all say this though. It's still better. This movie, even though it has a.
You just threw your credibility out the window.
Well, how's that my credibility?
No one's taking your review seriously no more.
But I always review right.
Nah, bro, they don't understand.
I like Man of Steel. I don't hate on that.
There's new people that are gonna watch this review and just automatically dismiss everything you said tonight.
Why?
Because you said that.
Because I like that.
Because you're a DC hater. Now your opinion is doesn't.
So basically,
That's up
no
to
matter,
them.
no matter anything DC, you're gonna shin it. That's what you're.
That's
gonna
not
shin
true.
it
I don't do
no
that.
matter
But you know I don't do that.
That's what they're gonna
know-
think. That's what he's
I just
saying.
know how the internet works, and these fools,
Well,
I know how they think.
So they're gonna see me like a DC movie and say I flip.
No.
But I like some DC.
They gonna say
movies.
you
They'll call
lying,
you
you
a
faking,
hater.
you capping.
Yeah,
Whatever. I don't
Yeah,
care.
all right,
But-
go ahead.
We can all say even though this movie has its problems, it's still better than Batman Forever. It's still better than Batman and Robin. This movie is way better than that.
It's better than Batman and Batman Returns for me.
The fuck?
Yeah.
He cussing and shit.
Mind you,
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. As a film,
If I go back,
he's
Go
not a
ahead.
better. He's not a better Batman. I mean, this as a Batman movie, this is the problem. As a Batman movie, this can't even compete. Like, as a Batman film, this nigga's not Batman. He's
Something
it's at
else.
the bottom. It's
Something else.
I put it above. As a Batman film, this is the 6th best. That's after the Dark Knight trilogy, Returns, Batman, then is this. As a film, this comes right after the Dark Knight trilogy. This is number 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and watch those goofy
Damn,
stuff. But you're probably right about that.
Yeah. I mean, and it's nothing, that's not bad. It's not bad. The Dark Knight trilogy is freaking a masterpiece. This was flirting with like elements of, he wanted to make a masterpiece really bad, and I feel like he just didn't have the execution to finish this job the right way.
He should have put more Batman in it.
He's not Batman. And I'm glad this is not, he's an Elseworld. I wouldn't even be upset. If this was the Batman that was going to be in the DC universe for the future, I'd be so pissed.
There's still time.
But this is an Elseworld. This is in another universe. Make this trilogy happen. Make it pop off. I'm perfectly fine. I'll definitely watch the sequel. There's no need for me to watch this movie again. I don't have a desire to watch this movie again because if you think about it, when you deal with those thrillers, you always want to rewatch it and see what you missed.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing to miss here.
Nope.
It's just bad riddles, bad script, it's just nothing good to revisit.
Yeah,
I agree.
And the scenes that you get of Batman, he's just standing around, and when he speaks, it's like, okay, your speech is okay at times. Sometimes he just talks normally, and it doesn't match.
I didn't like his standing around.
That walk,
the standing around was the best
those
part.
Walking and stuff
his
like
gazes
that
was
walking, moving around like that. I was very, like, come on, man, do something more. I get it, you trying to do that.
Where's the technological prowess? Where's the gadgets? Where's the martial arts?
Where's the Batman?
Where's the genius? Where's the Batman?
Got me
Like, I
upset.
feel like the only people that are going to be pleased with this movie are those fans who yearned for a detective Batman.
They should be mad.
Nah, bro.
They should be mad.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's too hard.
He ain't no detective.
Yeah,
he was good at
right there. He's a
answering
detective.
trash riddles.
He's a detective of this movie with Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
And he is terrible at it.
When
He's good at knowing a couple of riddles, here and there, but stuff that you tell at a barbershop. But there's no genius shit happening here.
Yeah, that's true. He still has a lot of growing up to do. He still has a lot of growth to improve himself. He's not the Dark Knight. He's not the Bat. He's not the person like that. So
Selena Kyle, great. Loved her. Sexy.
She did a good job.
she was cool.
Confident, you know what I'm saying? She looked great. Her storyline was great. But a disclaimer. If you ever make a ground-based film like Batman, Captain America, Winter Soldier, and in order to do the fighting choreography, you need to bring in CGI artists to finish that fight, you have failed as a martial arts film. And like a lot of people said, there's no CG in this movie. Bullshit, it isn't.
A lot.
I've seen CG with Batman and I've seen CG with Catwoman.
So I was disappointed about. That's another reason my disappointment is that Batman should never have CG. Even though even the trash Batman doesn't even have CG. So that's whack that even. Where?
There's okay with there being CG with like, say in the trailer when he crashed through that roof and it blew up. I understand that being CG.
Yeah.
I'm talking about fighting choreography.
You thought he hit it? No, I almost spoiled some stuff.
No spoiler.
My bad.
No, bro.
It was that scene. That was CG.
CG in a. That's like, see, this where Marvel come. Captain America never shortchanged us, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris Evans really put in that work.
Yeah.
And he sold that Captain America role. Him and GSP fighting in Winter Soldier.
Tight.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, I saw
no
the
CG in that.
Yeah, I saw
that was tight.
And it's that type of shit that makes us fans cream.
Yeah. That's what. Let me tell you, that's what the Batman. He's missing the Batman stuff. He needed to, in my opinion, he needed to add more Batman. He needed to build his gritty, realistic take on this world and do that, and push the Batman into it to mess it all up. Because I'm not spoiling anything here. The scene that they put in the trailer with the Penguin with the car.
Oh yeah.
He was acting as if though some comic book things were happening. You know? Oh, you're crazy. But nothing crazy was happening. I'm like, what's going on here?
Right about
Can I
we were hitting
that?
that.
Bump for that.
Too, yeah.
He was acting as if Batman was chasing him.
Yeah. And I'm like,
that terrorist Batman, you don't want him to catch you.
Yeah.
He'll break your arm, but...
Yeah. It's just a dude chasing you. Relax.
The costume chasing you.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He needed to take Batman on Batman and put it in his world. Yeah,
I'm thinking about Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight Batman.
Yeah, put that guy in your world.
Even Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah,
Ben
he had
Affleck's Batman. I'm not even gonna lie. The Schumachers, the Batman, they had techniques and gadgets that made you fear them, even though some of the shit was goofy and dumb. But they were able to punish criminals with their expertise.
Right.
Even Michael Keaton, his stuff especially, he will punish your shit.
Badly.
as Batman because he has Batman effect.
Badly.
There is no Batman effect coming. He's just a guy trying to figure it out in this movie. He's going in. He's just going out in Gotham and how do I figure this thing out? What?
He also needed to me, he needed to hide some of what Batman is doing. Like, you can't just show all of it.
Yeah.
Part of the charm and the mystique of Batman is not knowing how he did what he did or seeing it. Batman is out for display here. Like, give me a scene where, you know.
Because he hasn't learned to be Batman yet.
But
Cole.
still.
Smoke bombs don't exist.
I'm just saying.
The theatricality and deception.
Okay.
Powerful agents.
Okay.
He doesn't have those.
Okay. But don't tell me that you're going to use fear as a weapon when you're being a hammer.
Right.
Where's the fear?
Right.
Don't tell me I use fear and you're hammer.
What he's saying is, as Batman fans, we know that, bad guys were, what was that?
Yeah.
You see a batarang in a wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smoke. Someone snatched up. Wow.
Yeah. You got 4 dudes in front of you.
That shit ain't
You
in
see
these
a
movies.
batarang fly by, you're like, bang.
Even that.
You
None
turn
of that
around
is
and
lights.
they're gone.
Lights.
They're gone. Like,
Lights
no.
are
Whoa.
flickering.
All that is gone. He'll just walk outside like, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Y'all want to go?
Walk through a doorway.
That's true.
Y'all want to go?
Batman,
Let's
a
go.
Batman element.
And they put hands on him, too.
Yeah, and then the fight starts, and they just show you the fight. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
No.
So there's no Batman.
Yeah, even those scenes, I feel like if you take away some
I
of...
appreciate the realness of them.
Yeah, me too.
But the reason why I'm watching this Batman movie so we can see Batman do
Batman
cheating,
shit.
Batman
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
And like I'm saying, you can still get that realism without showing it.
Case
Like-
in point, Ben Affleck's Batman did it great with the warehouse fight scene.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
realistic Batman.
Yeah.
With all the Batman shit.
He's
we
taking
love.
the hits, he's doing it, but
Exactly.
still you're like, oh,
Exactly.
shit.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
nailed
but looking
that.
around like, what's going on? And he
Yeah.
up in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Batman
I'm
shit.
just saying, I'm not trying to say that every Batman has to do these things.
Every Batman should have Batman
No,
elements.
what I'm saying is,
That's
if,
what I'm saying.
if you're going to promote that as a Batman, that's what you have to do. You can't promote it and no deliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, this film is what if a real billionaire, without training, put on a suit, with minimal training, put on a suit, and went out there and fought crime.
With good body armor.
Yeah.
A FBI,
Greatest
Amazing.
body armor.
an
in history.
FBI agent or something like
Amazing.
that. Yeah.
Amazing body armor.
I think
Yeah.
the body armor for me stole the show, man.
I mean,
bro.
The Dark Knight had some pretty darn good body armor. But he was getting stabbed. This shit here,
It's bullet, bro.
bullets cannot penetrate.
I mean,
You-
we seen it in that trailer.
Hey. If Ben Affleck, much different than the movie. You know what I mean?
That-
Yeah.
If Ben Affleck's Batman took bullets the way he did, he'd be dead.
Facts.
Ben Affleck, you got to learn how to not get shot, bruh.
Right.
Like, do a little lunge forward. Or something. Give me a little.
Yeah.
Move away from the gun. Take.
Guys, there's a lot to talk about with this film. The positives are very much. Everybody else was great. I think Penguin was good. I think Catwoman was good. The Commissioner Gordon was fantastic. Carmine Falcone was good.
He was good.
I have a little bit of an issue with Paul Dano's Riddler. I like Paul Dano's performance. That Riddler, though, didn't cut it for me.
Riddler was trash to me.
I thought he was going to be a dark, sinister genius. He wasn't dark in the sense of what you think. He was just a weirdo.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the way. That's a good way to sum it up. That's a good way to sum it up.
Freaking weirdo with a brain, and
I didn't like Catwoman either.
One thing.
I like her performance.
Yeah,
But when I say I don't like Catwoman, I don't like what they did with the character.
I loved it.
Her motivations, her plot. I'm like, you could have picked any chick in that club and did that with her.
Yeah, she was there on purpose. She was there for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Selena Kyle is very much a regular basic bitch with skills.
No, I got you. But I wanted
No
more.
disrespect. I'm just keeping it a buck. She's a cat burglar.
Yep.
She has martial arts skills and acrobatic ability.
I wanted more from her in that sense.
She could be anyone.
I wanted more from her in that sense as she's a cat burglar.
She was beating niggas up and shit.
No, she was. But her motivations were too basic for me.
It was only on her focus was only on one thing and one thing.
No. She had two.
Her motivation is money.
But it was so basic. It was like,
That's who she is. She just
I
wants
guess.
money.
And this is me not being a Batman fan. So
Yeah,
there it is.
she's not a Catwoman's not a great character. She's just
okay.
She's
'Cause
very.
I'm like, you could take any chick out the club and threw that on, and that would have worked.
Sure. She's a Catwoman's a ratchet Kardashian with skills.
Okay.
Excuse me, but have sex, jewels, money, flashy, camera lie on her for shit. She look out for herself, give you some hot fire vagina, be gone. Wake up, where you at, babe? She's
no
a Rolling
phone call,
Stone.
no nothing, no.
She's a Rolling Stone. She'll kiss you in the mouth, kick you in the face the next day. She's just that type of. She's Ginger from freaking Casino.
And I feel the same way about Penguin. I'm like, what? Okay, you could have been a regular mob boss without the name Penguin, and you could have did all that. Like,
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
Where's the Penguin?
I wanted them.
Where's the Penguin?
I think that's where the realism comes in about Matt Reeves. Trying to make this very realistic, where anybody where they are regular people. Like Matt Reeves was trying to show everybody as regular people. Falcone, Catwoman, Penguin, Batman, Commissioner Gordon, they're just regular everyday citizens. But Nolan did it better because he understood that even though it's grounded in reality, you gotta make this shit epic and superhero and Batman-y.
Yes, you need that payoff.
Yeah.
Like, for example, what's his name? Two-Face, Harvey Dent.
Yes.
I know he's a regular guy in
Yes.
the other,
Yes.
what's his name?
Nolan.
Movie? Nolan.
Yes.
But when the payoff comes and he get the face, and I know why he's mad, and I know why he's doing what he's doing, it pays off. I'm like, okay, now I see the crazy. Now I see the Two-Face. Now I know the coin.
Why he's so
go.
nuts?
What
Why he's doing what he's doing?
appreciating is what I appreciated, which this movie doesn't. Matt Reeves wasn't targeting that. Matt Reeves, you take an L with the writing of this. Your writing for this movie is a huge L because you're just in Gotham 2 years later, and then there it is. Penguin is a thing, Falcone's a thing, Catwoman's a thing. Everybody are just already out. You got an origin of Two-Face. You got his intentions of why he is. We don't know why Falcone and how. We don't know why Penguin and how. We don't know why Catwoman and how. But we don't even know why Batman and how. Or Alfred and how. Or Commissioner Gordon.
But I would have liked a Penguin, something like show me.
That's not what this movie is. He wrote it as Gotham is already Gotham. The Batman is already out there.
I got that.
Who you right into?
2 years in as Batman, but I get that, Cole. He shouldn't been called the Penguin. He should have been Oswald Cobblepot. You know what I mean? Just keep
whatever. I still would have
doing
been
like
mad.
that, and then later on build up to that. It's a lot of characters that
What I'm saying is,
to that. The
it's
sequel's
a lot of
gonna have
characters,
him
but it's a lot of
tight.
characters they should have built up to, and then as I said, a sequel. Then explain this is why they are who they are.
I
The
guess.
same thing for Bruce. Bruce did a lot of other things, bro. Before he became Batman, he was a silent, a vigilante with the mask or whatever, just doing his thing. Then eventually he became the Batman.
I ain't trying to change the
If
script,
we're gonna do
bro.
it like that, you know what I mean? But it's just that
I got you.
it seemed like Matt Reeves kept trying to go a certain way, but it seemed like he just wasn't succeeding. And as a Batman fan, I'm a huge Batman fan, bro, especially Keaton's. It didn't give me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this movie was okay. It has some good details, some bad details, but it has a lot of distasteful things. And that's not what you're not supposed to have in a Batman movie. Period.
This movie is, I'm hungry, and I got some decent cafeteria food from the hospital. Mashed potatoes and gravy, meatloaf, green beans, and a side of peach pie. But it's hospital cafeteria food. It's good. It's hospital cafeteria food. This shit ain't freaking.
Not for me.
It ain't Benihana.
This movie's supposed to wow me.
That kind of food for me.
You go to Benihana to get wild.
For me, this is I'm hungry, I'm starving, and all I got is a baked potato with nothing to drink, and it's dry.
Shoot.
It's a dry baked potato. I have to eat it because I'm hungry.
That's really bad.
This movie is, to me,
You really don't like this movie.
this movie is turn out the lights, let me go to sleep. Where the pillow at? That's
If
how I
you're
feel,
hungry,
bro.
what type of meal is the Batman? You haven't eaten all day at 7 p.m.
Pot pie. And a pot pie ain't good to me. It's just not.
I appreciate this. I see what Matt Reeves did, and I appreciate his effort. I appreciate the effort that's put out here. I see where he's going at. He just didn't hit. He didn't home run it. I see what's going on, but it just that writing is the biggest L, I would say.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be though.
Right.
No,
I'll
no,
give it
I give you that. I give you
I
that.
think-
It still is bad though.
I give you that. I'm happy that it's some things, like I said, that was okay, and it's some things that I was disappointed.
Final take for you. Give it a grade at the end.
I wanted this movie to really be so excellent. I mean, I know this was a different take of Batman. I enjoyed some of it, but not like I really wanted to. You know, I wanted to be wild. I wanted to be like, oh my God, continue giving me this yum, 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 yum. And I didn't get any of those details. I didn't get any of those aspects. So, final grade, this is a D.
Cool.
I didn't like the movie. I didn't like the Batman. I didn't like the Catwoman. I don't want to see any of these characters ever again. I'm not interested in this version of Batman. You're right, Matt Reeves did a good job in trying, but you know, the funny thing about trying is if you succeed, it's yay, but if you fail, it's boo, and it's you failed to me, so boo. You know, I'm just keeping it 100. As far as the grade go, I'll never watch this again. I have no interest in watching this again. It's not an F because I thought it was gonna be an F. And let me say this quick before I give my grade. I did make a joke about him being Twilight in here.
Twice.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that. So shout outs to him. I didn't catch any Twilight vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he came into this thing. But as far as this grade go, bro, D minus, bro.
Goddamn.
D minus. You know, that's where I'm at with this.
Wow. This guy's not Batman. In this movie, he's not Batman. He's a detective. He's not a really great detective. He had zero chemistry with Alfred. Alfred didn't need to be in this movie.
Yeah, I forgot him in this review.
Man.
Penguin was good. Catwoman was good. Commissioner Gordon was probably the best. It's a long movie, but it didn't feel like 3 hours.
No, I didn't.
It didn't feel like 3 hours to me.
It did to
I
me.
was okay with the runtime. It's stylistic. It's competently filmed. Matt Reeves does a great job directing and a poor job writing. This movie is competent. And because it has characters in it that I like, it's very enjoyable. Leaves a whole lot to be desired. Leaves a lot. This movie is 3 hours and still manages to leave a lot on the plate. That ain't good. That's not good. Riddler was a little bit of a disappointment to me. The written character Riddler. Paul Dano did a great job. Wasn't a lot of good dialogue left for Batman. Not much for, once again, I'm going back to Matt Reeves. The biggest issue here is Matt Reeves' script. That third act just did not work at all. That was a disaster in my opinion. That third act was pretty bad. It's over the top without the satisfaction. It's a little bit pretentious at the end. Like, I think Reeves was like, oh, they're going to love this. But no. Oh, this is going to be awesome. What? Was that your info? Third act wasn't good. As far as Batman's concerned, you got to work out, bro. Pattinson, you gotta figure this shit out, because
He needs some
I don't
help.
like you as Batman. I don't. I think that you could be Batman.
He can.
You can be Batman.
I see it. He can.
When you are quiet, silent, ominous, but I just don't. You're not Bruce Wayne. You're a bad Bruce Wayne, and you need to learn how to become Batman. I think you could play Batman, but you're not Batman, bro. Once again, because Matt Reeves didn't write you to be Batman. So I guess I gotta give him a pass to the second movie.
Yeah, I can see.
When he actually has Batman elements.
He could do
I
it.
gotta
I've
wait.
seen it in him.
You weren't given anything Batman to do with detective. Being a detective doesn't make you Batman.
That's a fact.
like let's get that clear. Matt Reeves said detective. He's also a genius, confident, strong, a martial artist.
Right.
All that shit is out the window. With all that being said, as a Batman movie, this thing fails. As a film, it's very competent. It's very good. But I'm not going to give 2 grades. I'm just going to give 1 grade. I give the Batman a B-. So there's the grade. B- for the Batman. D
D minus.
minus.
I had a B, he had a B.
D and D-. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Let the hate rain down upon us all. Because we did not love this movie. Let the hate rain.
I don't hate anybody who likes this movie, just so you know.
Neither do I.
I'm
You
a
love
Batman
this movie,
fan,
I'm perfectly
then
fine with it.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
gotta
at
speak
you,
the truth.
Tyler.
Perfectly fine with you guys loving this
I
movie.
don't
Thank you
hate
guys.
you.
Stick around for the spoiler review, which will be had soon. We're going to get some more league members to be involved with that one. I want to get Virgo and X-Files' opinion on that as well. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for that real content. We could have lied to y'all and sucked this off like everybody else, but
Facts.
I just can't do that, bro. I just can't do. We can't do that here. We did Just Us League. That's why. And we out to stay, man. Deuces.
Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Thumb that video. Free 99 all day. Don't forget to share and show love to the JC family. Let us know what you think about it. You like it, you don't like it. Let us know what you think. And be real.
Do it.
And do it now.